quick second. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. So, area of strong and severe thunderstorms currently moving through northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Colbert, down into Franklin County, beginning to see some of this activity move its way into Lawrence County. Definitely some stronger thunderstorms. I do believe, to an extent, we have the environment that is conducive for the development of strong and severe thunderstorms. We were incredibly humid through the course of the afternoon, and these storms are moving into an environment that is relatively unstable. So they're tapping into whatever energy is available. And again, this storm first started in Marion County. So down here is Marion County, and at one point it was a confirmed tornado, which is why I believe the National Weather Service has gone with the confirmed tornado warning there. Now, whether anything is on the ground or ever was on the ground in North Alabama, I'm not 100% sure if that was actually the case. Whether there was, I don't believe there was anything on the ground in Franklin County. So as far as our area is concerned, I believe this was just a radar indicated storm. And it looks like we're still talking about this area right here. Let me go ahead and circle this. So it looks like we're talking about this area here where you can kind of see the tightening within that rotation. Again, it looks like we're sitting just to the west of Russellville. Here's the Colbert-Franklin County line. So here's Littleville, here's Russellville, and then again, of course, you have the Colbert-Franklin County line. Here's the edge of our tornado warning. It looks like our main area of interest is going to be just on the inside of that tornado warning, and that actually matches up perfectly with our slight increase in the amount of wind shear, okay? So there's not a ton of wind shear here. So we're looking at one of two environments. We're either looking at an environment where there's a lot of wind shear and not necessarily a ton of energy to play with, or we're talking about an environment where maybe there's more energy, but then not necessarily a ton of wind shear. And so I think that's the environment we're working with this evening, which is why we kind of sort of got the random tornado warning to develop across northwest Alabama. So again, Colbert and Franklin counties, looks like this tornado warning is going to run until 7:45 this evening for both Colbert and Franklin County. It's only 7:30, no word yet if the tornado warning is actually going to be continued or not. So let's go back over to our velocity image again. Reasonably good velocity here. You can kind of see where the reds and the greens are touching. Okay, reds and greens, winds towards and away from the radar. And for the most part, we are sitting just to the west of Russellville. So sitting just to the west of Russellville, slowly getting up to the county line, Colbert and Franklin County. We're slowly inching our way up to the county line. I want to go ahead and zoom this out, and I want to go ahead and put another track on this for you so that, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go ahead and put another track on this for you so that we can attempt to show some cities. So here's our storm moving to the northeast at about 55 miles per hour. So we're going to draw this out 55 miles per hour. Spring Valley within the next 17 minutes. Tuscumbia within the next 17 minutes. New Bethel within the next 8 minutes. So if you're in New Bethel, I want you to get into your tornado safe place again. Sheffield within the next 18 minutes. If this storm holds together, it would get to Florence within the next 21 minutes, into Layton within the next 22 minutes. Town Creek, again, if this storm holds together, it would make its way to Town Creek within about the next half hour. So here's our storm. I'm going to go ahead and take the box off, and I want to zoom in on this as a matter of fact. So let's zoom in on our box here. I'm going to move our radar around. So here's our tornado warning. Here's Colbert County. Here's Franklin County. You can kind of see the county line. It looks like our area of interest continues to be, honestly, it continues to be like right on the border of this tornado warning. So something I want to continue to pay attention to as this storm pushes its way to the northeast. And again, these storms are moving with a level of speed. They're moving to the northeast at about 55 miles per hour. So again, flashing purple box would normally indicate that we're talking about something confirmed. I am trying to text. Emily is trying to assist me. So flashing purple box would indicate that something is confirmed. And at one point, it was thought that there was a tornado on the ground in Marion County. Now, has a tornado been reported on the ground in Franklin County? I don't think so. I haven't heard of anything being confirmed on the ground in Franklin County, so definitely a little bit of good news there that we are looking at just radar indicators that would lead us to believe that we could be talking about a tornado. But as of right now, it doesn't look like anything is on the ground. Let's go back over to our velocity image, because the velocity image is actually, because the velocity image has what's looked impressive over the last several minutes, where we've kind of seen that tightening in the velocity image. And again, it looks like we're focusing on an area that is right along the edge of this tornado warning. So something worth watching, something worth paying attention to. I want to zoom things out. If you're just joining us this evening, breaking into programming, we're actually talking about a tornado warning across far northwest Alabama, Colbert, and then down into Franklin County. Tornado warning in effect for Colbert and Franklin County. That is going to run until 7:45 this evening. Where did the tornado warning come from? Was there a forecast for severe weather? No, there wasn't necessarily a forecast for severe weather, but we are getting to that time of year, okay, when we can get some severe weather to develop across the Tennessee Valley, all right? So we're slowly inching our way through the month of June. We're getting into early June. It's been relatively warm. It's been relatively humid the last couple of days. When you see showers and thunderstorms develop, there is always that small chance that we're going to be able to tap into just enough energy that we can get a rogue tornado warning to develop, or even a couple of random severe thunderstorm warnings. And the rest of this system is actually kind of strong, okay? Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for like all of northwest Alabama at this point. Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin County all sitting under a severe thunderstorm warning. Lawrence County sitting under a severe thunderstorm warning. Even portions of Morgan County sitting under a severe thunderstorm warning. And it looks like that severe thunderstorm warning is going to run until 8 o'clock this evening. And then we have this massive severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for much of the Tennessee Valley. It looks like that's going to run until 8:15. Storms moving to the northeast at about 55 miles per hour. So these storms have some speed to them. They're not necessarily moving very slow. They definitely have some speed to them. And I think that there's a chance that until these storms get up into southern Middle Tennessee, they might actually never cross I-65. So, tornado warning in effect for Colbert and Franklin County. It looks like that's going to run until 7:45 this evening. Tornado warning in effect for Colbert and Franklin County. That's why you don't get to watch whatever you're supposed to be watching at this point in the evening, right? Because there is a tornado warning in effect for Colbert and Franklin County. That is going to run until 7:45. So let's zoom in on this tornado warning. I want to go ahead and zoom in. It should be getting ready to cross the Colbert and Franklin County line here at any point over the next couple of minutes. So let's look at our tornado warning as a whole. I want to flip back over to our velocity image and see, okay, so it looks like it is actually crossing the county line right now. So we're going to go ahead and circle this. So this is going to be our main area of interest. We're talking about real decent velocity here. It looks like this velocity kind of tightening, and it's been doing so over the last several minutes, where the velocity will tighten and then it'll broaden up just a little bit, and then it'll tighten once again. So this is something that I think we really need to pay attention to so that we can really watch and see what this storm is going to do here over the next couple of minutes, whether it ends up maintaining its strength or whether it ends up weakening. So continuing to watch this storm, and again, it looks like the radar just updated, got a brand new radar scan, and it looks like this rotation actually just broadened up a little bit. So again, that's what this storm has been doing. It's been tightening, and then the rotation has been broadening, and then it's been tightening. So it looks like, okay, if you're in Franklin County, it looks like the threat would be over for you. It looks like our threat for anything tornadic is now beginning to switch up into Colbert County. If you're in Littleville, you are included in the tornado warning. Are you in the main area of concern? No. Okay, but I still believe you need to be in your tornado safe place because you are within the tornado warning. So if you are in the tornado warning, I of course want you to be in your tornado safe place. So something I want to continue to watch. As a matter of fact, they have canceled the tornado warning for Colbert and Franklin County. So this is something I still want to stick with you, though. We'll at least stick with you until 7:45. That seems like a good round number. So the rotation is still there, but here's the thing. There really isn't a lot of wind shear at play here. So when you're talking about a lack of wind shear, you're talking about a lack of spin within the atmosphere. So we're going to zoom things out. I want to look at the Tennessee Valley as a whole. A number of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. And so this is something that obviously we want to continue to watch. We want to watch this line of showers and thunderstorms as they move through the Tennessee Valley here over the next several minutes. So I'm going to stay with you for just a couple of more minutes. I'm not going to stick with you very long. Obviously, I know everybody wants to watch their Wednesday night shows, but okay, sometimes the weather is more important than your Wednesday night show, okay? Especially when we're talking about tornado warnings. That means somebody's life is in danger. And then, of course, we have a variety of severe thunderstorm warnings. This is all associated with a batch of showers and thunderstorms that's hanging out across northwest Alabama. Again, this activity continuing to push its way to the northeast. It's moving at about 55 miles per hour. So this activity has some speed to it. It's not going to stick around very long. And then once it gets on out of here, we are going to begin to see some quieter weather move into the Tennessee Valley. So I want to take the zoom feature off before I accidentally do that. So here's Colbert County, here's Franklin County. It looks like our any area of interest has definitely moved up into Colbert County at this point. And again, I want to reiterate that the tornado warning has actually expired for Colbert and Franklin County, but I want to stick with you for just a couple of more minutes. This is something I want to continue to watch. Again, I think we'll stick with you until at least 7:45 just to make sure that we are all safe and in the clear. Otherwise, this is something we're going to continue to pay attention to. We're going to continue to watch these storms here over the next several minutes and kind of just see how they act and see how these storms develop. Again, currently, there is no tornado warning in effect. The National Weather Service has expired the tornado warning for Colbert and Franklin County. But if we were watching an area, we would be watching an area up in Colbert County. So let's zoom in on that one more time. I still want to watch it because I think it bears paying attention to. But again, there is no tornado warning within this storm. The wind shear is really low here. And again, wind shear is that change in wind speed and wind direction as you go up in altitude. And if you have no wind shear, okay, then it's somewhat difficult to get a lot of rotation. But the velocity image has been kind of consistently there, where we're talking about some of that rotation tightening as far as velocity is concerned. So the individual storm might have a level of rotation to it. And so I think that's something that is certainly worth paying attention to as the storm continues to move to the northeast. It is in an environment that is somewhat favorable for the development of severe weather. So right now we just have severe thunderstorm warnings. The tornado warning again has been allowed to expire, but it's something that I want to continue to pay attention to, something that I want to continue to monitor here over the next couple of minutes, as we are watching some rather strong thunderstorms push their way through North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. So I want to zoom things out. I want to look at the entire Tennessee Valley as a whole. So here is, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to, again, zoom things out. Here's the entire Tennessee Valley. So we're mostly focused on northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Cobbart, and then Franklin County. Storms moving through Lawrence County. Severe thunderstorm warning even in effect for Morgan County. So Lauderdale, Cobbart, Franklin County, all of those sitting under a severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like that severe thunderstorm warning is going to run until 8:15 this evening. We had a tornado warning in effect for Cobbart and Franklin County specifically. That has since been allowed to expire, but this is still a rather robust thunderstorm and something I want to pay attention to. Now, it does look like it has weakened over the last couple of minutes, and what I'm using to determine that this storm has weakened over the last couple of minutes is the fact that the lightning is not really all that impressive. If the lightning were a little more impressive, then I would be inclined to believe that we're still talking about something much stronger. But since the lightning is actually backed off a little bit, I'm inclined to believe that maybe this storm is weakening just a little bit. So severe thunderstorm warning in effect, Lauderdale, Cobbart, and Franklin County. It looks like that severe thunderstorm warning is going to run until 8:15 this evening. We currently have no tornado warnings in effect across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. What we do have are some stronger thunderstorms that we're going to continue to pay attention to here over the next couple of minutes. Looking at some broad rotation north, southern Lawrence County. So let's go to Lawrence County. I want to stick with you at least for okay, Emily is telling me to go to Moulton. She can sometimes see things better than I can. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So let's zoom that out, not all the way. So let's go to Moulton. Okay, we're going to go to Moulton in Lawrence County, and here's what I want to do. I want to go over to Moulton, and I want to look at our velocity image here in Moulton. Emily must see something that I don't see, because I don't see anything overly impressive right now near Moulton. I see what looks like maybe is some very broad rotation, but I don't see anything that looks like rotation in Lawrence County. And again, we're getting funny here in Lawrence County. That's where we begin to lose a little bit of our data. So let's go back over to our radar image. I want to go back up to the storm here, Cobbart, specifically Cobbart County at this point. That's where we're talking about any area of rotation. And it looks like this would be our main area of interest, slowly beginning to push its way up into the shoals, Muscle Shoals, and then up into Florence. So something we're going to continue to watch. Something we're going to continue to watch here over the next couple of minutes. And then, of course, we want to continue to watch these storms as they move through Lawrence County. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That is what I wanted to do. I wanted to put on the radar. So Strong thunderstorms moving through far northwest Alabama, storms capable of definitely producing a tornado. So something we're going to continue to focus on, something we're going to continue to watch here over the next several, something we're going to continue to watch over the next several minutes. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to continue to pay attention to this behind the scenes, but I don't necessarily see a point in sticking with you as long as there is no tornado warning in effect. So again, severe thunderstorm warnings, Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin County, getting into Lawrence County, but right now we have no tornado warnings in effect across the Tennessee Valley. So I think I'm going to go ahead and send you back to regular programming.